Sorry to cut off of the last part. This may be a separate part two episode of the Rams. So let's get back down to business. As I was going to say, oh man, Rams, you, you guys. Okay, this team is what we call. They had probably they had not a horrible hangover from their Super Bowl 9-7. Not horrible, not great. Missed the playoffs by one game, 4 games because they should have won a lot more. But as I said, team's not horrible. Mm, team's not great, but at the same time, they've done quite a bit to show that they can win. They can contend this year, and let's hope they do better. That's pretty much all I'd have to say for the Rams. I mean, like I said, not a lot. Now, I was gonna do Chiefs versus Saints, and I'll give a little brief on Chiefs. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And then I'm like, don't even. The Chiefs, no words. Team's a great team. Pat Mahomes had a horrible game last year, and his horrible game still put almost 400 yards, but like 3 or 4 interceptions. So his ugly games look good too. So I'm like, okay. The Chiefs' defense is a mystery, and just, just Saints. Why? Just, just why Saints? Why? I did not think that the Saints were going to win because I thought they were going to start Taysom Hill. Drew Brees decided to start instead. I'm thinking that was probably one of the worst moves this entire organization has ever made. Just because uh, Drew Brees came back, slung 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 15 out of 34 passes. The passing alone kind of scares me because this guy really, especially Brees, has probably one of the best passer completion rates in the league. Probably has one of the most accurate passes and one of the most accurate throwers in the game. But 234 yards, 3 touchdowns, which I don't know. And I've had a feeling that this might be his last year. A lot of people, I think, after that injury were like, this is it. This is his last year. And this game kind of showed me this is his last year. He's not looking that great. I really hope he doesn't come back next year just because I think it would just be depressing. You're just going to watch. It's like Brett Favre and his last year with the Vikings because his year before was magical. It was incredible. But the year after that year, he looked cooked. He looked done. You were just like, wow, this is a living legend, Hall of Fame quarterback, and he looks just not good. So, kind of your little brief of the Chiefs. And the third game before I talk about the fourth, Browns versus Giants. It's a primetime spot, so I said, okay, it gives me a good game to talk about the Browns. You may say, well, the Browns are a legit team. They have 10 wins. Baker Mayfield's playing great. Nick Chubb, probably one of the best running backs in the league. But then I'm like, Baker's been good ever since OBJ got injured. Did you know that? So, ever since your best offensive weapon, I'm putting that in quotes, because I think Chubb's better, got injured, I've seen Landry look better. Higgins look better. Austin Hooper look better. I have seen so many more weapons look better when you don't have Odell Beckham Jr. And of course, I bought his t-shirt after he was injured because they were dirt cheap. And because, I've always wanted one of his jerseys or shirts. Pretty cheap. I got one. And I am not kidding you. I got it the week after he tore his ACL and was out for the season. I think he'll still be good. I think he'll still be great. But Baker is looking dangerous, and just this team I know, and I've seen a lot of analysts say the Browns are going to make playoffs. They may even win a playoff game. So Cleveland, you might want to grab your liquor of choice, or to the city that loses. But I'm thinking, here's Cleveland's floor. You make playoffs and you lose in the first round, but no one's going to blame you because it's like, well, you made playoffs. Why is anyone going to get mad at you? No one's going to get mad at you for that. But and I said I could see Cleveland going to the AFC Championship. I mean, they've had an easy schedule, but after both the Baltimore game, um, I got literally nothing else to say. The Baltimore game said, you got a shot. You got a shot at beating Pittsburgh. It's the last game of the season. It is home. And if Pittsburgh loses tonight, I am recording this on a Monday, then you know what? You may take the division. Of course, it's the Bengals, so I have no freaking clue. I'm guessing no, but yeah, that's my little rant on the Browns. And time for the moment I didn't want to talk about Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots. Um, winning 22-12. Oh boy. To give you a rundown real quick, I am a Patriots fan. I actually randomly chose when I got into football. My first Madden game, Madden 11, I literally closed my eyes and spun what random team I was going to play as, and it landed on the Patriots. And I was like, oh, they have some nice uniforms. I do like Boston because I was a huge baseball fan, so I love the Red Sox. They were revered. So I'm like, okay. And I was like, I don't know, 10, 13, I don't remember. I love the game. I love the Patriots. And I went 18-0. So that's how I became a Patriots fan. And if you wonder, no, I don't have any Patriot jerseys because don't really know who's going to be staying for the long haul. So yeah, that's the thing. Um, I just wanted to be relieved because my thoughts were, okay, we could win out, we could make playoffs, but do we deserve a playoff game because Cam Newton has not looked good all season. Cam Newton has looked garbage because he has thrown 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns. 5. And thrown 10 interceptions. He has thrown double interceptions, but here's the one thing Patriot fans will say. Oh, choking. Hey, it's like Atlanta. Um, a lot of Patriot fans will be like, hey, he ran for 11 touchdowns. That's pretty good. And yes, granted, that's the most in the league. That is really good. So, he's a running back. Like Lamar, who I will eventually go off of then, but I want to see something else of Lamar. I'll probably go off on Lamar when he has a bad game or before the playoffs. But for the love of everything, I know a lot of people will be like, the Patriots are dead, the Patriots are dead, and I'll be like, wait till we get Matt Stafford. Please get Matt Stafford. Because I would love Matt Stafford to death. That's the quarterback. Gonna be doing another separate podcast, by the way, that's purely Patriot stuff. So if you're just interested in to hear my thoughts or want me to almost kill myself, go over there and check it out. The first episode will probably be December 23rd or December 22nd. Big maybe, but or maybe one new week. But to further review this game, how do you have everything go right but you still lose? That's literally all I have. Like, Nick Folk made every field goal going 4 for 4 of the day. Cam Newton threw for over 203 yards, no turnovers. Tua didn't play that great, 143 yards and and an interception. Sorry. So you're thinking, wow, the Patriots played a good game, right? Wrong. Wrong. Very wrong. Very wrong. Because I just saw that we let up 250 rushing yards in a game. If you do not know, the Patriots cannot stop the run to save their lives. We just can't. I'm sorry. If you're a running back, then I'm not sorry. But if you are, enjoy. So this officially brings 19 seasons of straight playoffs to an end this year. This is a very emotional time for Patriot fans, but as for me, I'm like, okay, let's see who's our free agents and how do we get rid of Cam Newton? Because I'm being honest, I don't want Cam Newton. But I do want to say something to the Dolphins. Told ya. Brian Flores is a good defensive coordinator. He's really made this team. I'm happy that he has his own team. I'm happy he's doing well with it. I hope him and Tua have a great relationship. I'll take the Magic. Um, I I have no words. I have no words for the Patriots team I saw on display because this was a team that beat the Baltimore Ravens, the Las Vegas Raiders, kept it close with the Seattle Seahawks and Kansas City Chiefs, but can't frickin' beat the Miami Dolphins in Miami. Oh boy. Again, I really. And then we get Bill Belichick, who has officially said we're going to start Cam for the next two games. Why can't we start Jarrett Stidham, the young backup Stid the kid, looking really good the last couple of games he's actually played in garbage time, to see what we got? Because let's be honest, we're not beating the Bills unless the Bills really just say, hey, we're just going to stay healthy for the playoffs. And we're beating the Jets because they're the Jets. Jets are gonna Jets, people. Jets are gonna Jets. So really, as I said, we're not. I mean, I'm okay with like not making it because we're not gonna go far. Like this is another year where where people will be like, haha, you didn't make playoffs. Well, okay, let me be honest. Do you want us to make playoffs? We're not going anywhere. Luckily, this is a deep QB draft, and I thought, oh wow, our defense is gonna be good. And I'm like, oh crap, Gilmore might be cut because he, of course, had his quad injury. Of course, might be cut. So again, any team that wants to poach him, go ahead. Give us a first round pick, please. But yeah, that's pretty much all of my rundown reviews for Monday. Tonight's game is Steelers versus Bengals. I may do a breakdown game tomorrow over it, or I'll start an NBA review, kind of talking about NBA. And other than that, I will see you guys later. And don't forget, stay frosty.